Before we start, big shout out to our sponsors, Foreign Attitude. If it ain't foreign, it's boring. So if you want to clothe the line that you feel good in, you look good in, come shop with us. ForeignAttitude.com. We're not defined by society standards. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Another episode of Expert at Failing. I'm your host, your boy, Sir Wormley, and I got a special guest today. You know, we go way back. I don't even want to say 4 flats because I ain't never had a flat. You feel me? I keep it tight and nice. You feel me? But we go way back. This man is one of the most talented brothers I've ever met, honestly, ever came across. Music, acting, behind the camera. He gave me direction. He messed up a couple of my stuff, so I had to correct it. But you know, we here. You feel me? We here. But no further introduction. My guy, Anthony Darrell.
Yo. How you guys doing? Thank you for having me, bro. Appreciate it.
Man, I'm glad you're here, man.
Yes, sir.
It was hard getting you up here, boy.
Yeah, man. I hear that a lot.
I had to get your agent, man. I had to act like it was I had to send him a breakdown, act like it was an audition. You feel me? That's how I got in contact with you.
Well, I mean, we here, you know.
We here.
So, yeah.
You look nice. You look nice today,
Appreciate
man.
It, man. You know, that's a compliment coming from you. You know, you always dapper down, so thank you.
Hey,
man.
I appreciate you for being professional. You be riding me. You feel me?
Yeah.
You've been here since the beginning of my journey when it comes to this.
Yeah, bro. Man. We used to edit back in the in my pop's back house. Right next to the pigeon coop. You know what I'm saying?
He actually filmed and edited my first web series, Bay Blues.
Yeah.
So yeah. He been here.
And that's even going back to that, I feel like seeing where you are now, it just makes the time spent all the more worth it, because I know that even when we did talk about the editing and stuff before, it got to a point where I was like, I don't want to keep taking your money. You need to learn how to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, do this so you don't got to pay me or nobody else. So to see you come so far in your journey and to fail and then keep going, a lot of people fail and they just lay there. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Or they fail and be like, somebody help me up. But to get up on your own and then keep going, that shit is, man, it's hard. So I respect that, bro.
You know, it's crazy because I'm glad that you like literally my first guest. I had co-hosts, I did solos, but as far as my first guest going into this, I'm glad because you embody the expert at failing. Honestly, like you wear many hats. You got many talents, and you do them all well. You feel me? And you still doing it.
Thank you.
Although, like the success that we are looking for, we haven't achieved it yet.
Yeah.
But you are persevering.
Yeah. You
feel me? So I'm glad you my first guest. But tell the people that don't know you, tell them a little about yourself, man.
So from Long Beach, California, North Side to be exact. Went to Long Beach, Jordan all 4 years. Did some theater there. But yeah, man. Actor, rapper, photographer, videographer, editor, poet, painter, fashion design. I just love to create, you know, and I like to motivate with the mistakes that I've made, just so it doesn't have to repeat with people that I care about, or just, you know, anybody who wants to advance in their career in any way, shape, or form, who wants to take their talents and actually make it into something. And I feel like part of the reason why I learned the things I learned is to help people. I'm not big into just taking from people. It's not even just with you. When I told you, like, bro, you got to learn how to do this, I tell anybody. Like, I just met a cat the other day. He's into fitness, and I gave him my card. Everywhere I go, I take my cards with me now. One side is for photography and videography, and one side is for the acting, comedy, skits, music, and all of that.
Right.
So when he saw that, he was like, oh, man, I want to do video. And I said, all right, for sure. You know what I'm saying? He's like, but how much would you charge me to teach me? And I was like, now you talking. You know what I'm saying? Now you talking. You know what I'm saying? Because and that's one of the things he says. I mean, it's good to see a black man doing something. Then that's when he asked me the question right after. And I said, well, you know what? I'm not even gonna charge you my usual price because you already got the right mindset. Like I could have just had you as a customer, but to have you as a student is better. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to be nobody's customer when it comes to this no more, you know? So yeah, I'm just into the arts. I love creating. I love going back and giving back to the community when I can. I go down to Skid Row a lot and I collect clothes and shoes from different people I know and through other people I know, and I pallet up in the truck and in the car, and I go down there a lot by myself. So just anything that has to do with creating and giving back and just keeping a good energy flowing, I'm into.
I see no lies in that because honestly, everything he said, I witnessed it. You feel me?
Thank you, bro.
He's definitely someone who gives back. He's definitely someone who would talk to you, who would coach you, who would point you in the right direction. So I definitely see no lies when it comes to that.
Appreciate you.
Now, my boy just had a I just want to put it out like he really is. I don't even want to say this word, but I'm gonna say it, and y'all gonna see his reaction. He really is a teddy bear, bro. He's like
this dude, man.
He is like a loving, like he really is. Like when you said Skid Row, because I used to be like, dang, why do people film when they do this?
Yeah,
but he always,
and I would like to talk about that too.
Yeah, I definitely am. I do want to touch on that. But he always have a story though after he filmed. You feel me? He'll film, and you know people get real. How can I say? I was gonna say contradict, but that's not the word. People will get real offensive when they see other people filming. Like, why you just don't give instead of? You feel me?
Yeah.
But I do enjoy your stories. When you do give and the stories you come back and you tell us about, but tell us about filming. Like what made you want to film while you doing it though?
I'm glad you asked me that, man. I think that one thing that a lot of people do in life, and some people do it unexpectedly, and some people, I feel like a lot of people don't know that they actually do it. They don't respect individuality. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times in life, people want you to do what everybody is doing.
Right,
if you do anything different, and it don't make sense to them, it just don't make sense. They don't even want to know why you don't do it or why you do it. They just know it's not what they do and it don't make sense.
Right.
So my whole thing is all day, up and down my timeline, seeing bullshit, bro. Where we grew up at, that's all we see is bullshit, fighting, drama, homies killing homies, people pulling hair out, people snatching workers over the counter because they food wrong. Just bullshit all fucking day long. Why can't I post some positivity? Why can't I post the fact that I go out here by myself so that other people who don't know me who might want to do this, or other people who do know me who might want to do this say, damn, I didn't know you do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How else do I get it out there? By saying, hey, this is what I do. Yeah, so I guess to sum it up, the reason why I do it is because I see a lot of, and I know you can contest to this, it's just a lot of negativity up and down the timeline all day long. You know, you got a whole Instagram accounts and Facebook accounts dedicated to just drama, and people gravitate to that every day. And it's a lot of stuff I don't follow because I don't want to see it on my timeline. I want to see some positivity. I want to see people loving on each other. You know what I'm saying? I want to see I basically want to be the change I don't see. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's not like a situation where I'm laid up at the house and I'm like, dang, I ran out of comedy skits. I ran out of music. I ran out of TikTok ideas. Let me go down there and get some footage of the homeless people for content. Like, that's not what it is for me. And I'm not here to convince anybody that don't know me otherwise. Because the only opinions that matter are the people that I love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody else don't matter. And people are going to talk. You know what I'm saying? I learned that from which is one of the benefits of being an expert at failing is not making it to where my biggest fear, bro, is making it prematurely and making mistakes in front of the public as opposed to sitting back looking at other people who've gone before me and I'm like, ooh, I can't do that. Or, ooh, if this happens, I can't do that. Like, for instance, me, like you said, I'm a teddy bear. But at the same time, it's like people also know me for having a temper as well. If you trip, and I don't like bullies, I don't like none of. So it's certain things that certain ways I would usually react, but I know I can't because I've seen somebody else do it, and I see how. And they might be their celebrity status might be higher than mine.
Right.
So it's more so about me just being intentional in the things that I do. You know what I'm saying? If it's especially even with the going to Skid Row thing, like I have to put that on my schedule.
Right.
I do because I work full time still with everything that I named. I still work full time. You know what I'm saying? 10 at night to 6 in the morning. So while people at home sleep, I'm up at work. So sometimes, like, for instance, the last time I went was a couple weeks ago. I packed my car up the same night I went to work, And I drove to work with just bags in my trunk and bags in the front and back seat. So when I got off of work at 6 in the morning, I drove straight down to Skid Row and went to giving, you know what I'm saying? Until everything was out of the car.
What for people who don't know, he used to be a security guard, right?
Mm.
What was the album, bro? It was the mixtape.
Oh, Top Flight Security.
Top Flight Security.
Yeah.
What is your North Star? Because that's what year was that?
Man, bro, I can't even, man.
Back in the day.
Yeah, because I put out like 4 of them under, that's when I was still going by West Coast Captain. I wasn't going by my name, Anthony Darrell, at that time. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a minute ago, bro.
But like you still rapping,
Mm-hmm.
you still acting.
Mm-hmm.
Acting gigs is popping up and you're knocking them out.
Yeah.
What is your North Star? What is your why? You feel me? That keeps you going.
First and foremost, aside from the fact that, you know, I want to help people. I love helping people, bro. Like, that's one of the things that makes me the happiest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see homeless people on the side of the road. That shit really hurts my soul to see. So, number one, I love helping people. And I know if I get to the level of financial and celebrity status where I want to get to, I can do a whole lot more. I know what I can do now.
Right.
As Anthony Darrell, the person who has all these different things he's into. But if I had more support and I had more connects, I could do so much more. I want to be able to be riding up the street and then see a single mom on the bus stop with her kids and be like, here go $5,000, here go a minivan, here go some gift certificates, make it work.
Right.
And then just be able to go about my business. I'm gonna feel good doing that. So that's number one. Number two, I love doing it. I don't do it for likes. I don't do it for any of that. I do it because I love what I do. I love creating. Like, music comes to me naturally. I didn't start off as a rapper. I started out doing poetry until I realized poetry is music just over a beat. And that happened just spontaneously. It wasn't something that I was like, oh, I want to be a rapper. It was something that happened. I spit some of my poetry over a beat one day. One of my boys made, you remember Jamal Crenshaw? Jamal, he films as well. I used to film with him back in the day. And he was like, bro, that's dope. Who was that? I was like, it was me. He was like, oh, you a rapper? I was like, hell, I ain't no rapper, man. I'm an actor, bro. I do poetry. But he was like, bro, that's dope. Do something to it. And from there, it gave me, which brings me to my third point. It's a form of release for me. You know what I'm saying? I love to, if I can make somebody laugh, if I can make somebody feel some kind of emotion, especially in the world we live in today, everybody's so tough. Everybody want to act like they don't care, like they don't fear nothing. And that's just not human. You know what I'm saying? Like, being big don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Having the biggest gun don't mean nothing. At the end of the day, we all got fear. You know what I'm saying? We all have emotion. And I feel like once you take out that from the human being, you're no longer human. You know what I'm saying? So if I can make you feel some kind of form of expression, if I can make you think, if I can make you go somewhere else in your mind to get away from your problems, if I can make you laugh, I can make you cry, then that's what I do it for. So whether it's acting, music, photography, video, if there's any way I can create or put some kind of form of art out there or some kind of energy, whether it's going back, giving back, and I can see somebody and make their day, or somebody can see me making somebody else's day and make their day, then that's all I do it for.
That's dope.
And if I can blow up off of that, then great. If not, then I'm gonna just do the best I can till I'm, till I'm gone.
So look, just like me, you just start putting your life in your hands. Like, look, I'm about to go get it myself. I'm about to go film myself.
Yeah.
So you doing skits now.
Mm-hmm.
What is you doing skits and he's getting roles, y'all. Like, he's getting real life roles in movies, like good movies, shows. He working on his Russian accent as of late. You feel me?
Yes.
But what is one of the funniest or best skits that you've been in thus far?
On my platform, I would say Too Nasty for Me, which is one I did with this actress named Lindsay, super talented, and it's the difference between doing a skit with somebody who does skits versus somebody who's a real actress.
Right.
No offense, but everybody who does skits is not a real actor or actress. Some people are just good at doing skits, but she's a real talented actress, so she's able to add more emotion to make it more real. You know what I'm saying? So on that platform, on my platform, I would say Too Nasty for Me with Lindsay. But on Big Job Platform, it was a skit that we did called Dress to Impress, where I dressed up he hooked me up with a girl, and it was like a blind date, and I dressed up as a knight, and I had the knight accent.
You know, it's crazy. I was thinking about getting a shirt made with that picture of you, and then I'm from the beaches of Long. Like, I think I want to get the shirt made, bro.
Yeah, man. The merch is coming. People
I-
keep asking me for the second episode when you get the merch made, but like I stated, man, it's just a lot, bro. And like you stated as well, and you can contest this, is doing everything by yourself. I don't have an assistant. I just got a manager and an agent, which helps as far as getting the roles in front of me, but I still got to learn these lines. I still got to learn these lines while still having 100 other things going on in my phone ringing. Just on top of that, for dealing with personal stuff too.
Right.
But having to learn these lines and get into these characters and set the equipment up and stand in front of the camera and audition and do take after take, break the equipment down, upload it, and then just, you know what I'm saying, wait. And then if I get a call back, I got to bring that script back. You know what I'm saying? Not including the script I'm working on for this film that I'm meeting with a dialect coach, but now I got to go back to this script because they, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
It's just,
right.
It's a lot, bro. So it's more so about trying to manage it as it comes, man. So
Which one gives you more joy?
what?
Acting or rapping?
I can't say because it's they give me different feelings. I'm able to do different things with them, but at the same time, the same things. Like even with my music, it's not just one style of music. It's not just storytelling music. It's not just love songs or ratchet songs or lyrical songs. Like I literally like to find different ways to paint my picture and to make you think. You know what I'm saying? I have some songs with no hook where I'm just telling stories where you just sitting there like,
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
you know this crazy part that's when I realized how talented you were. That the heist is one of
Oh
them.
yeah.
The heist is
the
crazy.
bank robbery one, yeah.
But since you're an actor, the video is more. You convey it way more. You feel me? Because you did the paint, the makeup, the just this everything. You went all out.
I shot
You
that
feel me?
in my cousin's garage, and I had the homegirl come do like some makeup. But even filming that, bro, was hard because I didn't know nothing about copyright stuff. So I was literally trying to find movie clips on YouTube that went with the story with what I was saying because I knew I needed, in order to make the story look real the way I wanted to, I knew I needed a whole production because it's a whole story. You know what I'm saying? But I knew I didn't have that. So I'm like, what else can I do? I was like, oh, I could rap the story to the camera and then have the movie clips playing, which is reference to the lyrics, and then at the end I have a twist, like I'm rapping to myself the whole time.
Is it still on YouTube?
Yeah, it's still up there.
Y'all go check out the heist. It's a joint though. I'm telling you.
Thank you.
That's
but I got
see.
some shit I got to play for you too before I leave, bro. Which is my music. I feel like with anything in life that you practice at, anything you'll get better at. And I'm literally at a level with my music now where I'm more confident to say I'm a good rapper. Before I wasn't able to say that. I wasn't a good artist. Believing in myself is like, and a lot of people would think, oh, you believe in yourself. I struggle with that a lot. You know what I'm saying? Imagine having the same people that you do it for not support you. I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? So in my scene, it was like, all right, action. I picked up the file cabinet and I walked by. And when I saw the scene, I was like, damn, he actually, you know what I'm saying? So when you have it, like, for instance, when I walked up and I saw your boy Desmond on the camera, I'm like, I don't have that. You know what I'm saying? That makes you a whole lot more blessed than you even know. I don't know if you know that.
No, I know.
Yeah. So it's literally like, when I get an idea, the next job is trying to get somebody else to get on board with my idea. And that's hard. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people who don't believe in themselves, they're not gonna believe in you. You know what I'm saying? So I have to get people to believe in me, to come out for me. And even that's a struggle. So it's literally like it's hard to say, man. Like when it comes to acting and music, those are both different forms of expression. And one is verbal, one is visual and verbal. But even with my verbal, I like to create visuals, if that makes sense.
Right. You know it's crazy. So he was in a movie. It's honestly really one of my favorite movies. I saw it before it actually came out. With Nate Parker.
American Skin. Yeah.
American Skin.
Yeah, that was crazy.
We actually when we saw it, Nate Parker came to the screening. And
I believe you because he's active. He be out there too. So yeah.
That's why Tanya. And then he said, he was like, I'm the artist, they the activist. So me and Tanya, I call her the activist and I'm the artist.
Like,
you feel me?
bro, and that's why I said it's gonna be a good interview because if I was to say, like, if I was to compare her to anything, she'd be to me like what I would think a female Black Panther would have been like, you know what I'm saying, back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Super strong, very just passionate, hard on the outside, soft on the inside. But
she go fire on you when she hear that. She go fire on you.
Listen. No, true story. She'll tell you. When I first met her, I used to talk to her cousin. When I first met her, she thought I was, you know what I'm saying, a teddy bear. We used to be slap boxing in the parking lot, bro. She'd be in heels, wobbling, slap boxing with me, bro. I put that in a song where it was a song I got called Weird Science, where I was talking about how, you remember the movie Weird Science?
Nah.
All right, it's an old school movie where these nerds, they don't have any girls, right? And they're upper middle class. So they're not rich, but their parents is well off. Their parents off on vacation. Right. They got this big ass house. We got computers and shit. So he's like, man, well, since we can't get a girl, let's make a girl. You know what I'm saying? So they make a girl on the computer, lightning strike the house, and she come alive. So she got powers and shit, and she's sexy as fuck. So she get them super popular at the school, and they end up losing their virginity and all. You know what I'm saying? So the concept from the song Weird Science came from, I felt like if I could, you know how hard the dating scene is, bro. The dating pool got pee in it, right? So I'm like, if I could take something from every woman in my life, whether it's a relative, an ex, a friend, somebody who I just might have encountered in passing, if I can take something from each woman and put it all together and make the perfect woman, that's the reason why I came. So I talked about, I was like, you know, I said something about having hands like Tanya. You know what I'm saying? Because in no way do I ever want my woman to ever feel like she got to fight. You know what I'm saying? But if you ever have to, and if I'm not around, you need to be able to protect yourself. And Tanya, she really, you know what I'm saying? And that's my dog. So her being she's physically attractive, and you wouldn't expect that from her, but she'll get out there and be like, you know what I'm saying? And bro, it's so funny to see the transition from her being like that and then still being soft. You know what I'm saying?
She the teddy bear.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like I feel like she's in a way she the female version of me, which is dope because it's never been. You know, a lot of times dudes say, "Oh yeah, that's the homegirl," but it really be something going on. That's really my dog. Like you know what I'm saying? It ain't never been nothing like that, and it never will be. It's just literally like us both wanting to see each other win, and we come from two different, you know what I'm saying, backgrounds. So yeah.
If you got a game night to attend and you want to be the one that turn it up, grab 3 Shots You're Out at 3shotsyourout.com. Last one with a shot wins. It's litty, it's engaging, and it get you faced it if you lose. Grab it at 3shotsyourout.com. So, if you could describe yourself, name 3 rappers that describe your rapping style.
Man, and I'm not even trying to say this to like sound
talk your shit. Talk your shit.
I've been compared to a lot of different rappers, but it be with different songs. Like I've been compared to Scarface, J. Cole, Kendrick, J-Rock, Schoolboy Q, Anderson .Paak, The Game, different people, but it all depends on the song you're listening to, what my delivery is like, what my tone is like. I feel like every song deserves its own vibe, but if I had to pick 3 people, I would say Anderson .Paak, Kendrick Lamar. I wouldn't say Kendrick Lamar because I'm not as complicated as him. He's very lyrical, but in order to get a lot of stuff he's saying, you actually have to pay attention, really, really pay attention because it's stuff that he said years ago that I'm listening to the song again and I'm like, oh, damn, I never caught that. You know what I'm saying? So you actually have to be a real, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, a real hip hop head to really get a lot of stuff he says. So I would say Anderson .Paak, J. Cole, because he has some, well, I would say Anderson .Paak because of the love and the passion and the fact that he don't mind confessing his love to a woman, but at the same time, if you ain't worthy of his love, he like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? And he's raw, he experiments a lot with his voice, he does different things, he'll go from rapping to singing and harmonizing. So I would say Anderson .Paak for the creativity side, J. Cole for the pen and the lyrics and the activist side, the woke side, trying to, you know, make you more aware of. And then as far as the third one, damn, I don't know, man. That's a hard one. We have to circle back around. I couldn't say a third one. I don't really think that much into it. I try to stay as inspired as possible, but as original as possible. Right. I never thought about that before. So that's a good question. I'll text you that and let you know what the third one is.
I'll put it up on the screen for y'all. You feel me? But another one. Who is, because mind you, American Skin is like, it inspired me so much because I'm an activist. I'm foreign attitude. That's me.
Yeah.
But I show it through my work,
Right.
how I express it. You feel me? So when I seen that movie, I was like, I didn't want it to end like that.
I didn't know it was gonna be like that, bro.
I didn't want it to end like that. I was like, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
But he explained it and I understood. I'm glad he was there to explain it.
So
and
you didn't have to leave like feeling like, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
because
like,
I was like, bruh, don't sell us out. We out here.
Yeah.
We gotta live.
Yeah.
Somebody gotta be a superhero, you feel me? But you've worked with some big names, you feel me?
Yeah, and even with that, it was. I just feel like through life, bro, I've learned a lot of different things from the street side to the romance side to business to just energy and just connection and just being intentional. Because like I said, I've always had a hard time believing in myself. But once I changed my thought pattern, and this might sound kind of cliche or just off to a lot of people, but like I said, it's not meant for everybody. It's meant for who it's meant for. When you literally put positive thoughts into the universe and intentions, it comes to you.
Fact.
I did not audition for that film, bro. I didn't know what the film was about. I didn't know who was in the film. I didn't know none of that shit till I showed up. And I saw Nate Parker and I was like, oh shit, Nate Parker in here. And I saw this other dude named Shaney P. That's the guy who played the other kid I was interviewing.
Oh, okay,
I had did a movie with him probably like a year before that called Foster Boy. It was something that Shaq had produced. And I was in the scene with him and we had like roughed some dude up in the cell and he had the scene back and forth with the guy, but I was like his right-hand man.
Right.
So when I seen him, I said, oh, that's my boy Shane. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say what up to him. So I said what up to him already. He was like, what's up, man? We did it. And we chopped it up. So I didn't go say nothing to Nate. You know what I'm saying? I don't say nothing to, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the things Don't say nothing to the talent, which a lot of times I don't. I like to sit back and observe and learn. And he came up to me and was like, hey, man, thank you for being here. And I'm like, yeah, thank you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking in my mind, I'm an extra in this film. I'm like, why is he saying that to me? You know what I'm saying? Maybe he just got manners. You know what I'm saying? And he said, all right, so I'm going to have you right here next to me. I'm like, oh, all right. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, right here? He's like, yeah, right here. He was like, so this is the activist scene. We're going to be, you know what I'm saying? We're outside the courtroom. I'm like, all right, cool. So we do the scene. And I know I'm on camera. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I got to go. I ain't got no lines, but I'm finna go hard in this. You know what I'm saying? Whatever however I can be seen. That's the scene outside the court building where I was like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so at the end of the day, I'm thinking that's it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, I got to work with Nate Parker. I'm going to be seen with Nate Parker. That's it, So he said, see you back tomorrow. I'm like, huh? Me? I don't think I'm coming back tomorrow. I'm going to check the schedule. He said, no, you back tomorrow. He was like, check with, give me somebody's name. Check with costumes, too. Costumes. So when I hear that, I know enough to know costumes. I was like, oh, shit, what I'm going to be wearing? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay. So I go check with costumes. They said, come back tomorrow.
Me?
Yeah, me. And it was like, just wear some casual clothes. I'm still not knowing what's going on. I said, okay, we about to do another activist scene. Or we about to do another picket scene at another location. So I show up, and that's why I had a gray sweater on, because I had to stick to the same outfit. I thought that, like I said, I thought I was going to be outside doing a little picket sign kind of thing. So when I showed up, they was like, hey, what up, man? Good morning. We in makeup or whatever. I was like, hey, what's up? Good morning. And he had a vest on. So I was like, damn, I'm here. He got a vest on. If I'm in the scene with him again, that's going to be dope. Like, that's the same dude from the pep rally, not here. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, from the activist rally. So then he said, get over the wardrobe and get your vest. So my heart started beating fast. I was like, wait, he got on a vest. Ain't nobody else got on a vest. I'm wearing one. So I was like, all right, fuck it. I go over the wardrobe. We lit, right? That's why my vest was so small, bro. They didn't have no vest for me. It was up here. I said, give it here, bro. Give me the vest. Nate want me in the vest. And he was like, yeah, he wants you in the vest. So he put the vest on me. And
I die for you.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you need from me. So I still have my beanie from coming in the set early in the morning. So I was like, well, shit, I know I got on this vest. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put the beanie on and shit. And then I was like, I had this brand new pair of all black Pumas I had just bought. And I don't really rock Pumas like that, but this pair was cold. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I had put them on. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a couple cute girls on set. You know what I'm saying? But I had my flip-flops too. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I thought they was going to give me like some boots or something. So they was like, yeah, you got some all black shoes? And I'm like, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I put the Pumas on. Pumas got fucked up first day of set. Because when I walked on the set, Omari Hardwick was right there. He's on his phone. And I'm like, Mario Hardwick, this Ghost from Power. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So I'm
right.
sitting there, and like I said, I don't approach. I don't be all like, hey, how you doing, man? I don't be doing that. So I was in the corner. He looked. He was like, hey, what's up, brother? I was like, hey, what's up, man? He's like, how you doing? Maury. I'm like, nice to meet you. He's like, what's your name? I was like, Anthony. He was like, Tone. Call you Tone. I was like, yeah. All right. You know what I'm saying? All right. And he was like, yeah. About to get started in a little bit. So when he turned around, I saw he had a vest on. I said, what the fuck is going on? Nate, Omari in the vest? I'm in the vest? They come in and start handing out guns. I said, it's going down, dog. I got a gun? Oh. So from there, bro, we got into the scene. They told us what the scene was. You guys gonna come in shooting at the precinct. I said, no. How did this happen?
Call of Duty.
You know what
I know what I'm doing.
So now I'm like, what the fuck? So it was fucking with me so much, right? But I saw how Nate moved on set, bro. When I tell you, in all of my years in acting, I've never seen a director, bro, talk to people with so much respect. He went around and learned everybody's name. The person that was taping off you know what I'm saying, your mark, the boom guy. He was like, what's your name? Veronica. I'm gonna remember it. And later on, I pay attention to everything.
Right.
He's like, Veronica, calling her by her name, not excuse me, miss, or what do you know what I'm saying? He literally, he called somebody disrespecting somebody on set. He stopped, hey, we're not doing that here. So I was like, damn.
His aura,
Bro.
Like, I'm not a network. I'm like a real introvert, right?
Right, same.
I don't speak unless somebody like, oh, that was dope.
Right.
Then I start chopping it up.
Right. Then I'm open up.
Yeah. So,
But I didn't know. So that's when I said, okay, well, I'm gonna approach him and ask him, how the fuck did I get here? So I said, hey, Nate, ask your question. He said, anything, man. I'm like, man, how I get here? He's like, I saw your headshot. I wanted you in the film. Oh.
wow, bro.
All right. He was like, yeah. Well, thanks, man. I was like, no, thank you. And from there, bro, he even let me, it was a scene in the film where I picked up a whole file cabinet and I walked off. I said, Nate, you know, for my character, I ain't got no lines, but I want to do something. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big teddy bear, so I want to, you know, had the sucker in my mouth and I got snacks with me and I want to pick up the file cabinet and walk off. And I want the other guys to be helping with the file cabinet, what they said, but I want to, he was like, let's do it. I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? So in my scene, it was like, all right, action. I picked up the file cabinet and I walked by. And when I saw the scene, I was like, damn, he actually let me add that in there, bro. Which was amazing to me. It was a dream come true, bro.
Hey, the way with open mouths don't get fed. I mean, closed mouths don't get fed.
Yeah.
You feel me? But who is one of the most talented actors that you've worked with?
Man, that's another thing I can't say because everybody has different. I don't even know the guy's name, which is bad. I'm horrible with names, but the guy who played the cop in the film, being behind camera, watching him go in and out of the scenes, and him and Nate go in and out of the scenes back and forth. It was mind blowing to see how it was real, like emotion. You could tell they were pulling emotion from somewhere. Because I worked on set. When I did Godzilla, I was a stunt double. And I don't want to tell you which actress in the film, but I was a stunt double for one of the main guys that was in the film.
Right.
And she did a method that I saw that I was like, oh shit, I got to do that, to where, you know how people make themselves cry. She took out some, I don't know if it was Vicks or what, or some kind of like Carmex or whatever, and then did like this and dabbed it under her eyes so you can't see it on camera, and then turn around and her eyes start watering. And I was like, what the fuck? But to see them, every scene, we did like, I want to say like 3 takes. In each scene, he broke out into tears and then stopped. And it was a certain scene at the end, the last take, him and Nate hugged it out. And then I was like, that shit look real for some reason. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And I could tell it was real because I know raw emotion, but the fact that they were able to pull that and then cut and then pull it and then cut and then pull it. I'm talking about real tears.
That scene is crazy.
Imagine watching it though, bro.
That scene is nuts.
Because the room felt quiet each and every time because you can't say anything on set anyway. But to see it, I'm just like, I was drawn in, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
and I couldn't stop looking at him for a while. I'm like, is he good for real? Is he cool? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it was really raw. He walked off a couple times. And it's all right, another one. He's all right, cool. Let's get back to it. And I'm like, what the? Like, you know what I'm saying? So just literally as I come up, I worked with great people on a large scale and on a low scale. So I can't say it. I feel like I'll be doing somebody this justice by naming a name because it might be somebody I'm forgetting. So yeah. Can't say.
You definitely been through a lot, right?
Yeah.
A lot of pitfalls, a lot of setbacks, a lot of things in your life. You expressed it. You've been through it. Tell me a time where you thought all was lost, like you was in the dark, and then really that situation was a silver lining.
What situation? The situation I went through?
Yeah, like like a lot of people get fired, and then they start their own business, and boom, millionaire. This is the best thing ever happened to me.
I got into some what word? I don't know how to word it. I got into some
A pickle.
yeah, nah. It was some stuff with the law, right? And growing up how we grew up, that was common, like to hear it all the time, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
to duck it for so long, and at the age I'm at, to have that happen, I was just like, damn, I ducked this my whole life and that shit caught me. You know what I'm saying? I always feel like I was running from it because everybody I've grown up with has pretty much had some kind of run-in with the law.
Right.
And being a big black dude, I get into situations all the time, but it never become nothing. And I'm always like, damn, that was close. Or damn, they could have shot me. Or damn, they could have arrested me for nothing and made something. But this one particular time, I feel like I couldn't escape it because this cop was just, and from that situation, it messed me up financially, mentally, emotionally. It was literally one of the lowest times in my life, bro. Like, I slipped into depression in a way that I never thought I could. You know what I'm saying? Stuff you see in the movies, that's like, man, get your ass up and go outside. You know what I'm saying? I was sleeping for days, bro. Like days. And it made me really realize how many people I did not have close to me that I thought that were close to me. It really made me realize that. That was number one. Then right after that, I caught COVID. So literally, I lost 18 pounds. I'm in the bed dying, bro. Like, I'm thinking, I feel like I'm dying, but it wasn't confirmed, so I went to the hospital. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
right.
bro, I had so many symptoms, I can't even remember the amount of symptoms I had. So it was like low, and then like even lower.
Right.
So to climb all the way back up, and then be doing films again, and be back financially sound, and to have my income good, and to have a different circle of people, which is a very, very small circle. But the people I have around me, I don't have to watch you. I don't have to worry about you. And if I do, I got to sit you over here in front of me. I can't have you on the side of me. Can't have you behind me. Like, I got to sit you right here, and I got to pay attention to you. And if I see something that don't sit right, I'm like, hey, take care. Can't do you. You know what I'm saying? It literally taught me so much about being aware of myself and aware of the energy that's around me, and aware of who I allowed to have access to me. You know what I'm saying? So it was a very, very fucked up situation, but I'm still to this day learning lessons from it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, that was about a couple years ago, because I had made a post about it as well. But yeah, that was.
I remember after the situation, I came over and you told me about the situation, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, bro. And I was like, literally, it was traumatizing in a lot of ways. But like I said, stuff like that, bro, I'm also grateful for it, because I feel like it's a lesson in everything. And if you're not learning your lesson, there's no point of you going through it. Every single thing, bro, even the smallest thing in life, it's a lesson in it. Whether you smash a chick you shouldn't smash, or something major happens and everything falls apart and you have to build it back brick by brick, it's still a lesson in it. And you just have to pay attention, and you have to, you know what I'm saying, really ask yourself the proper questions and pay attention to, because the universe gonna talk back to you. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. Speaking of smashing chicks you shouldn't smash. Did you ever
no.
What about that time? Cause
No, but I'm open to all questions though. But if it's certain things,
my best friend cousin sister told me.
I thought that was a real sister. I'm like, who? Wait, what?
But nah, hey, so like I said, he one of the most talented dudes I know.
Thank you, bro.
So I want you to give somebody some advice. Someone who's coming up and they want to act. Because honestly, like, your acting is, like, I've seen you, like, mind you, I've been behind the scenes with this guy plenty of times, filmed for him. He corrected me, helped me, you know. He ain't know about his work. he's anal. But I've seen him around other actors, bro, and from what I've saw, he's just top tier. Like you just top tier. So
thank you, bro. And I don't feel like you just bullshitting because you don't say this a lot. So thank you. Man.
I don't kiss no ass.
Yeah,
I'm not a
you,
yes
bro.
man at all,
Thank
bro.
you.
At all. Like,
Appreciate you.
I feel like a lot of people honestly would not be in the situations they are if they didn't have yes men around. If they had somebody that keep it all the way 100, they wouldn't have ever got tricked out their position.
Factual.
You feel me?
Factual.
But going back to this, get somebody like when you tackle projects, what is your mind state and like how do you prepare to like say me? Cause I tried the skits and I was like, I know I'm naturally funny, but skits, I'm not as funny. So I'm like,
but you can't say that though. And I say that because what might not be funny to you might be funny to the next person. One thing I had to realize even with my music, and I tell myself to this day, everybody's not gonna like your shit.
Right.
If you go look on YouTube right now, you'll see how many dislikes Ribbon in the Sky got, and that'll probably blow your mind because it's like, how do you dislike Ribbon in the Sky?
Right.
But again, people got their own opinions, and even when you look at my skits, it's definitely growth. Like it was bad. I had cloudy exposure. It was underexposed. The sound quality was bad. It might have the tripod might have been shaking. So each time I saw an error, I corrected it. And then now I get to the point to where people are like, you shooting in 4K, boy? It's 1080. But I know how to light it. I know how to frame it.
Right.
So it's literally just trial and error. There's no easy, even with my music, I listen to some of my old music sometimes. My delivery is off. My flow is off. The cadence is off. It's the studio quality is horrible. But that's why, even before we started, I congratulated you on how you've grown. You know what I'm saying? Right. Looking at where we are now, this is a bomb location, which is something that I've always talked to you about is when you make certain mistakes, just look at whatever the mistake is and fix it. That's all. You know what I'm saying? So you have to constantly keep growing. So even with the skit stuff, I personally feel like you should take another jab at it and literally look at where you think you went wrong at and correct it. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I don't care how much of a strong team you got. I don't care how strong your writer is. You still got to have a good actor. You still got to have a good director. You still got to have a good cameraman, good sound man. So the best thing I can say is learn how to do those things as best as you can. Like even when Nip says something in the song, and it's certain things that I've already adopted in my own life. So when I hear him say it, I'm like, oh shit, I do that too. You know what I'm saying? Where for instance, when he said the engineer told him like, oh, we can't do that. He's like, what are you talking about? You can. Yes, you can. Let me show you. You know what I'm saying? I do it myself. And that comes from having so many people tell you what you can and can't do, or so many times being disappointed when people mess you over, or they lose files, or they don't send files. So now even when I shoot with models or actors, I tell them, when you shoot with a person, bring your flash drive each and every time. If you got somebody that's shooting your music video for you, bring your flash drive so they can give you your footage, because you don't want no editor taking weeks and stuff to get back to you with your stuff. Have your stuff on the flash drive. So if this person, even if they lose that footage, you still have it. It's still a backup, because stuff happens, technical stuff happens all the time. I can't remember exactly when, but it was a time where I lost some wedding footage, bro. I gave them their money back, but even though they were like, it's okay, we understand it, I was fucked up because I'm a perfectionist and I like to, and I'm like, how could I have missed that? So it's literally just trial and error, bro. Just trial and error, trial and error. Literally look at where you're trying to get to and what you got, and whatever you might be missing, just add it. And it's gonna fall into place.
So what's next for you, man? What's next?
I can't say what's next. I just know that I'm gonna continue to do the best I can to get where I want to get to, because it's no time frame on things, and it's something that I've realized through life. And like I said, I would much rather make it where I am now, mentally and emotionally and spiritually, than before, because I wasn't who I was before. I didn't know the things I know now. And if I would have made those mistakes at the top, I would have fallen to the bottom. We see it happen all the time with celebrities, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, these people are real people. And it's a lot of people who don't deal with their demons. They don't deal with their issues. They don't know how to take constructive criticism. They don't know how to take a person saying, I don't like his stuff. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to take a person going crazy under their comments. I still deal with that every now and then. I have people going off of me just because I don't believe in the stuff they believe in. So imagine how it's going to be when I get to a celebrity status. It's going to be all the time. It was a time where Mustard was still coming up, and me and him had a rapport. So when I'm seeing him on his come up and I'm seeing people attacking him under his comments, he going back and forth with people, and I'm going back and forth with people with him, and I'm like, nigga, you got the homie fuck, you know what I'm saying? But then when I sit back and thought about it one day, I was like, why? It's never gonna stop, and what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? And since we've lost touch, one thing that I've noticed is that he stepped further into who he wants to be as far as his image, but he don't go back and forth with people in comments no more. He don't do that. And that's literally, like I said, finding the error and fixing it. You know what I'm saying? You sitting here going back and forth with a person who's probably sitting there with their feet kicked up, laughing, making your day bad. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, bro, it's more so about me just sticking to what I love to do. I love to do it. I'm not going to stop doing it. And if something breaks for me, phenomenal, great. I'm going to try to tackle it, just like with this film right now. But, you know, it's constant work, bro. And if I quit, I'll never know if I could have made it if I kept going. You know what I'm saying? So just got to keep going, bro.
How does it feel? Ladies, I'm letting y'all know right now. You feel me? How does it feel to finally get these checks from YouTube, boy? Hey, he getting checks now. You feel me?
Nah,
he
man.
out here getting checks.
Look, I'm gonna keep it all the way real, bro. Nah, man. I'm not on that level. Actually, when I was talking to Big Ja a lot about it, him and Sade actually both were two people who were constantly pushing. Like I talked to a few influencers who was like, "Yeah, bro, start your own platform." Like, you know, Ken Edwin or G Wayne. But Sade was always on me just for the money part. She was like, man, you can make your bread, bro. You need to be making your bread. But Ja was talking to me from more of a creativity standpoint and telling me the perks that come with it. He's like, you know, I've gotten certain roles just because they saw my work.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, I'm not getting the amount of roles I want. Why don't I start to create roles for myself and put myself out there to show people I really act, I really write, I really direct, I really do this. And the opportunities really did start flowing in. Aside from the money, I'm not making nowhere near what I want to make, because in order for you to make that amount, you have to be dropping consistently. And when you're dropping, your videos got to be doing numbers. So I'm making a couple $100 here and there to keep it $150, you know what I'm saying? But it's not where Ja and them are at, where it's like, fuck work, fuck everything else. I'm doing this 110%, which is crazy because there's certain people out here, bro, who are making what I'm making a year in my job in a month, bro.
Right.
In a month, bro, doing content. Where the camera at? Doing content. Making people's yearly salary doing content, bro. You making that in a month. And I thought it was, like, I was like, nah, bro, that don't, if that's the case, I would have heard about that. Not even just that. Facebook pays more than YouTube pays.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, again, these are things with, like I said, I learned through trial and error. I'm like, why am I not making this amount of money? Why, you know, at first I was down on myself, like, I can't do it. But every time I shot with Ja, there's not a skit I did with Ja where I didn't add some stuff into the skit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a few skits that Ja have on his page that were my ideas. So I'm thinking like, damn, I film, I edit, I direct. Why am I not doing my own stuff? And I'm like, oh, it's too hard. But it's not hard.
Right.
It's literally going out, setting up the cameras, having an idea what you want to say, setting up the camera angles, recording it, and then taking it home and piecing it together like a puzzle, and then putting it out there. You know what I'm saying? So once I start doing that, now the issue comes with casting, you know, favoritism, politics. You know, I've run into people stealing my skits, bro. Can you imagine coming up with an idea, jotting it down, trying to figure out who you're going to have play it? You find a person and say, damn, you'll be perfect. But I don't think you'll do it. I'm going to ask somebody else. So you ask this person that falls through, and that person randomly hits you out the blue and says, what's up with you? I'm like, who, me? No, what's up? Oh, I've been peeping you out. Oh, shit. I've been wanting to work with you. So I work with this person, and she steal my whole skit, bro. I'm talking about we had a whole YouTube feud, legal feud, over my skit, bro. My skit. I was in it, so it's mine. No, you were in it, so you were in it. That's it. You were featured. So that's another thing that I had to learn as far as like protecting yourself with watermarks. You know, and it literally fucked me up for weeks. Like, how could you just take that from me? You have a major platform, and I'm just starting out, and I'm not making nowhere near what you're making. And I know what you're making because you bragged about it several times, and you stole from me. So it taught, like I said, every single situation is a lesson. Usually I want to react like, all right, okay.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? But now it's more so like, hey, that's your fault. Why didn't you have watermarks on your work? So if she did take off your intro, and she did take off your outro and put hers on and post it on her page, like, your watermarks are still throughout the video. Why did you not do your watermark then? Lesson learned. Be happy it wasn't a video that could have went viral that she stole.
Right.
Be happy that it's just a filler video. A video you honestly don't even really care about. So let that go, take that life lesson, and move on from it. And that's what I had to do.
That's deep, bro.
Yeah.
Well, we coming to the end. I just want you to give someone some advice
Mhm.
that was in your shoes, in your journeys, and you could help them pivot from one of your pitfalls that you went through. Tell them a situation and then tell them how you pitfalled, how you triumphed, or if you did fail, but you still here now, so you got through whatever you went through. You feel me? But I want to hear some advice, some practical steps to my viewers. You feel me? Because I don't like the fluff on this show. I hate fluff, period. People sell courses, is fluff. And I buy a course because I invest in myself. I'm big on that. But if you can't give me practical steps to let me see some change, like if you tell me go film immediately and post it and you go start getting views and this and that, that's practical steps. You feel me? But
Are we talking about
it could be
real life stuff or
it could
or
be
business?
whatever. It could be skits, it could be rapping, it could be real life. Because
Let's talk about real life then for a second.
All right.
Because we've talked about the technical stuff. Real life when it comes to dating, and I'm saying this for a reason because
it's crazy. I was gonna get into that because he made a song. Is it Imposter?
Pretty Imposter, yeah.
Pretty Imposter. He went through a breakup, and I feel like all of us went through a breakup. I swear, like we all went through a breakup. We all felt it. I hate her to this day. If I see her,
but that's why I wanna touch on that because, like I said, another thing with my music and my acting and stuff, and you see in that video, I wasn't where I want to be production wise. I wasn't where I am now, but it did what it was supposed to do for that time, and it got the message across. But even in that, it was rapping and there was acting in it as well, and it was a message to it. So when it comes to dating, bro, like when it comes to anything in life, but I'm more so speaking on dating, you're not always going to get stuff right. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling you earlier, it's all about trial and error, going through certain things. So before I played women. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, it was cool. It was fun. It was to have, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I got them. You know what I'm saying? But when you get to a certain level, bro, well, I did. And I looked around, I'm like, this ain't fun no more. Getting your windows busted, having women telling you, they can't sleep, they can't eat. And I'm thinking it's fun. This is in my early 20s. It got to an age where I started telling homies, like, bro, this is whack though. You know what I'm saying? We don't, bro, here you go, you preaching. But to be real, being that person, being that man that actually has had that happen to me, I know how it feels.
Right.
So now I'm very intentional on what I say. Bro, I cannot remember the last time I lied to a woman, bro. I don't care about getting none. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is so you know what you're getting yourself into. I'm going to move responsibly because at the end of the day, I'm not out here stealing pussy. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that is if you're withholding the truth from somebody based off of what you think they might, like the decision might change if they know this particular truth, that's the same thing as lying. Or if you just flat out just lying like a motherfucker. That situation ain't meant for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with money, business, anything. So before money, before business, for any of that, I matter. So if a woman is out here lying and playing me, you don't have no right to because I never lied to you. I never played no games with you. I'm intentional. So one thing I would always say is what a lot of people need to do and they run from that I've actually done is get therapy, bro. Get therapy, bro. Because I had to find out, get therapy. Get it. I've sat with a therapist. You know what I'm saying? And the benefits of it were just out of this world, bro. Like stuff that how he traced it back to my childhood. He's like, why'd you keep getting back with your ex when she cheated? I'm like, get some tissue. I loved her, you know? Because I'm not afraid to show emotion. I'm going to get out here and squabble with any nigga. I don't care, win, lose, or draw. But at the same time, if my feelings hurt, I'm going to say, hey, my feelings is hurt. Because at the end of the day, my feelings is hurt. I don't have to lie. I'm not out here trying to paint no facade, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm broken, I went to this therapist like, yeah, man, I loved her. She cheated. She got pregnant on me. You know, I wrote songs and poetry. I tried. I kept. He was like, but why'd you keep going back? Because I loved her. He said, no. Tell me about your family. Told him about my family. He said, well, look, Anthony, you didn't take your ex back because you loved her. You took her back because you didn't love yourself. Boom, bro, I broke down into tears. What? Because it made so much sense. He said, the way you identify love growing up in the hood, everybody in my family bang. I'm the only person that don't. I've always had a troubled childhood with my father. Never kept a promise other than, nigga, I'm gonna beat your ass when I see you. Never showed up to nothing, never supported, but I love my father. And that's what he told me. He said, that's how you identify love. With your ex mistreating you, you've been made for this. You've been conditioned to love people who did not love you. This is how you flourish. This is what you're used to. It's not right, though. You've made yourself be comfortable in it, but it's not right. And it made me think about how many nights I used to lay there, bro. She passed out asleep. Could have just caught her cheating hours before after she didn't beg me and cry, put on my clothes. Please don't leave, please. And I'm laying and looking at the ceiling like, man, get up and leave, bro. And I could not leave, bro. It wasn't the sex. It wasn't just the looks. It wasn't because I loved her, bro. It's because I didn't love myself, bro. With any situation in life now, any relationship, whether it's friend, don't cry, bro. Look, friend, family, business, any of that, bro. If it's not right for me, I'm going to identify how I feel. I'm going to make it known. If it's not fixed, I'm going to remove myself. Because anything after that is time wasted. Once you realize a person's intentions and you realize what a person is about, you have to hold them to that. Fuck what you talking about. I'm only paying attention to what you show me. You can tell me anything, but you can't keep up an act for so long. And once you know what it is, don't go asking a friend what you think about this, because now you're trying to get somebody to convince you to stay in some shit you shouldn't be staying in.
Right.
Once you know, once you trust your intuition, once you know what it is, then now it's on you to make a decision. It's not on nobody else. It ain't because y'all got kids. It ain't because y'all got a mortgage. It ain't because y'all just got married. If it ain't right and you know it's not right and it's not going to be corrected, every moment after that is now anything that person does to you after that is now your fault.
I totally agree, and I preach it to the fullest, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we ended on that note, because I definitely thought about bringing it up, the relationship, but we was gonna have a good laugh the whole time with that, because I was gonna be clowning. My guy, my guy got some album sales from that. He gave us a story. You feel me? It was like promotion, boy. It was promotion following it.
You know what's crazy though? Big Y is one of, you know Big Y is?
Yeah.
That's one of my biggest music mentors. Like, took me under his wing, and I'm literally like opened up his studio to me. I've had listening parties at his, he didn't charge, you know what I'm saying?
I've been to them.
That's literally like my dog. But one of the things he said, if you was gonna do it, you should have did it when it first happened. You took too long. And I thought about it like, damn, I low-key did. But at first, that wasn't my initial thought. I'm finna make a song. It was more so me trying to process how I felt, trying to get over it. And it was like months after I ended up seeing her out, like 3 months after the relationship, bro, I seen her out. She was pregnant.
Yeah, we was at the gym. You told me.
You know what I'm saying? His stomach was huge. When I saw that, I was like, wait a minute. How you that pregnant? And then they hear from her people like, yeah, bro. She was, I'm like, oh, no. So it wasn't until after that when I was like, I'm gonna write a song, because I have to get this shit out some kind of way. I'm not gonna beat her ass. I'm not gonna have nobody do nothing to her. That's not what the solution is for me. It's more so like, how do I move on now? How do I get this out of me instead of holding it in or saying, oh, women ain't shit. Fuck all these hoes. I don't want to be that dude. You know what I'm saying? I had to release it. I don't want to be like yourself, you know?